Hi guys, welcome back to Midlife Mark, 1st of January, first video of 2026. Wish you all a happy new year, and got a fault on the van. So I was driving the other day, engine warning light came on, went into limp mode, pulled over, switched it off, switched it back on again, managed to get it going, but I've got a persistent engine warning light that's come on. So I thought, what do I do? Take it to Volkswagen, get them to charge me to tell me what's wrong with it, or invest in one of these little things. This is an OBD11, and it's a fault reader diagnostic tool for Volkswagens, Audi, Golf, all the VAG group. I basically bought it, and then there's an app on the phone, OBD11 VAG. It basically looks like that. So we plug this in to the OBD port, which I'll show you in a second, and it connects to the phone, and then we can see using the app what the faults are. So first of all, let's show you where this plugs in. Guys, here we are. So the OBD port on the T6.1 driver's cockpit, down by the pedals, and then under the pedals, up there, you should be able to, there it is, be able to see the OBD port there. And if I can just hold that there, and then the reader just literally just plugs in like that, easy as that. That's come on now, so that'll connect to my phone once I press connect. I'll show you how to do the app now. Here's the app on the phone, and all you do is press connect, and that connect to that device. So this will now find the reader, detecting vehicle. There we go. I don't want to switch from that. I tried switching to that app yesterday, but you have to register a new account and everything. So I've just stuck with a VAG one, and there you go. It says reading control units. So there's all different control units on here, like electrics and, you know, stereo system and all that sort of stuff. And it reads them all, and it'll tell us what faults we've got. What I've noticed straight away is that the battery voltage is low. 11.6 volts, so we shall see what's going on. Tap to scan, there we go. So that's doing all of the units. There's 10 units, so it's scanning those as we go along. Electrical, so we've got 5 faults already. Steering assistance, multimedia and telematics, there we go. So we've got 6 faults found. And what we do is we go up into this little triangle here. Click on, no, sorry, click on, where do we go here? Maybe there. Ah, there we go. So then this brings up all of those units that we were talking about. And you can see here, there's red and green. If there's green, there's no faults. And if there's red, there's some faults. So we'll go and have a look at what engine faults we've got. Faults, so there's four faults there, you can see. Just click on that, and that brings up the 4 faults. You can collapse this down, so I've got info open, and that gives the fault code and the status. They're intermittent, so there's the fault code and the status. And then what you can do is you press on this little G here, and that will take you to a Google page that gives you some information about actually what the fault code means. So it indicates a problem with the fuel pressure regulator to control circuit low. So a low reference voltage from the fuel pressure regulator circuit. Okay, a bit more information there. If we go back to the app, oh, not that, that's my check word of the day. Go back to the app, so you can do that on all of those. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of these fault codes and put them into ChatGPT and see what comes up. Dashboard, what have we got here? One fault here. Function restriction due to communication interruption. No idea what that means. Open that up. Generally indicates a communication error, often a temporary loss of connection between the instrument cluster and other control modules, stemming from low battery voltage, coding issues or wiring problems. So that then goes back to the fault that we noticed on the dashboard of the app, which was my, actually, where is it? There, the battery voltage at 11.7 volts. So obviously it needs to be more than 12 and a half usually, something like that. So battery voltage is low. I don't know if you tick on that. Battery discharging. So there's clearly something not right with the battery. So I'm going to put all those images into ChatGPT for all the fault codes and see what ChatGPT comes back with. We are, guys. So I took screenshots of the fault codes, uploaded them into ChatGPT, then I gave it a prompt, analyse these fault codes from VW OBD11 VW scanner. Vehicle is a 2021 VW transporter. Are they critical faults? So basically, I've read through all of this. It gives you a breakdown, and this all correlates to what is on Google when I went through Google. So that, you know, you're verifying what ChatGPT is telling you. But a whole load of information here. And then it asks for some more clarifying information so it could give you an even better reading. And then here we are. Your main starter battery is effectively failing. The split charge system is very likely accelerating the problem. I've got a split charger on for the leisure battery in the back. So it looks like that's draining some power from the battery. And 11.7 volts, the battery is flat and sulfated, not just a bit low. So we need to get, it looks like we need to get a new battery really. Why split charge matters? Is it safe to drive? Yes. Risky on the medium term and in cold starts in winter, which it is now in Czech Republic. It's generally around, well, we're in the -°C at the moment. What to do in the correct order, different battery types there. I mean, it even tells you how to code your battery in OBD11. So the next step, I guess, is to go to either a battery supplier, but I'm a bit, so bottom line, the engine light came on because ECU saw an emissions fault caused by low voltage. The battery is the root cause. Fixing the battery is not maintenance now, it's the repair. Once you've changed and coded the battery, if you want, come back with a fresh fault scan or just confirmation the lights stayed off. So that's from ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do now is it's 1st of January, so hopefully Volkswagen will be open tomorrow and I can go and grab a battery, change the battery and recode it using the OBD11 thing, which I'll do another video on. But for now, that is OBD11. It costs, I think it cost about €60 for that little, I can unplug that now. Let's pull that out. So it cost about €60 for this. And probably that's what Volkswagen would have charged me to plug their computer in, their VCDS computer in, and tell me exactly the same thing. So I've got it myself, found the fault myself. I can do the, replacing a battery is not difficult, obviously. So I can do that first step and see if that clears the faults. If it does, I've saved a load of money on Volkswagen charging me to change the battery. And I've got a diagnostic tool for the future in case it happens again. So always handy to have in the van, because what you can do as well is you can clear the codes yourself. So if they're like, I've read on some forums that some of the codes, they're just like nonsensical, they just don't make sense, and you can actually go in and just clear them yourselves. But also what you can do with this, and something that I'm going to do some videos on later, you can buy credits which gets you like temporary access to some of the pro features, and you can change the settings in your van. So I'm going to be reading up about what settings we can change in the van. I'm wondering if I can change the colour of the dashboard lights. I did that in my R32 when I had my Mark IV R32. I changed the dashboard lights to blue. It was amazing. The needle colour and everything, you change, because they're red at the moment. Show you those. Where are we? Down there. They're red at the moment, but you can actually change the colour of them as well. So that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, looking forward to having a little play about with this. But yeah, that's an introduction to OBD11, how to use the app, how easy it is to use the app as well. And in the next video, I'll be changing the battery and coding it using the OBD11 app. So do look out for that video. Right, guys, that is it for this one. I've got another video coming out, which is like a reflection on 2025. So do look out for that. Do continue to hit subscribe. Thank you for all your subscribes over the Christmas period. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, troops.